group can raise their hand. My slices of Prince out there. So this is a generic poster design, and the plate changes. So at the top it says, look at your plate. There's a plate with the 10% pie there, but the plate's going to change depending on where the plate belongs. So we'll have one that's from the U of M hospital with all the 10% that it's buying locally stacked up on that section, and maybe even more. Also got a school tray, a plate at your house, a plate at a restaurant, and a food bank, brown bag lunch, and then at the bottom, couldn't quite decide on the slogans, but I'll read them. 10% taste better, ask for 10% local, choose 10% local, make it 10% local, and make the 10% choice. Oh, don't forget the beverage. They thought I'd do that wine glass way too easily.
I'm Samantha. I was with the Rutabagas, and our target audience that we decided on was restaurants. Our advertisement, or our slogan logo, was a pie slice, a 10% pie slice, to indicate for restaurants that they are supplying 10% of their food is locally grown food. We would have a list to our restaurants telling them what kind of food they can buy locally, the list of those types of food, whether it's lettuce in the summer, tomatoes, vegetables, that kind of thing. So the
Hi, we're Strawberries, and we talked about a logo, and we talked about the importance of community-based as opposed to local, since local, there's problems with defining that. And we started out with the idea of hands, being that they produce as well as consume, and they also offer. So
it's 10 fingers.
And 10 fingers, 10%. So we have the three basic words are produce, which is also produce, prepare, and prosper. Yay. So we thought that brought
The idea was that we would create buttons that would say 10% do it, and with that we would be armed with information that we could provide people that asked us what our resources were. So we would just direct them to a website, and there they could find recipes and sources for buying local, including the co-ops and local farmers and etc.
Not much, except the slogan that we came up with was...
Has to be revealed.
One more page.
All right.